Where's the beef?
Hello everybody, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Brandon, and today we are missing a boy. Troy decided to never answer any of our texts and not fucking get on tonight, so we're just going on without him. We waited long enough, and now he will have to lie in the bed that he has made.
Holy shit, you start out with just violent public shaming.
I'm just
Oh,
saying,
hell yeah.
That's just how it went down. I mean,
every podcast must be the exact same group of people.
yeah, exactly. We can't break
Well, no.
Or else.
In Brandon's update video, he did say, and we have this consistent group of guys that are going to be in the podcast, and immediately after Troy just did the no-show.
That is true. Yeah.
What's a rotating cast anyway?
Fucking, this is a no-call, no-show for his job. If he does it again, he's fired immediately.
The only thing that can save Troy's job is one new sub.
If you want to save Troy, subscribe to the channel today.
And if we reach 10 new subs from this video, we're going to defrost Jonas from his cryogenic sleep and bring him back on. So let's get it up.
He's stored right next to Disney.
We're stepping it up, getting these subs, baby. Anyway, so yeah, we've been kicking around a topic for a couple weeks now. It was gonna happen last week, but life got in the way, and we just couldn't record. I feel like with it being the end of finals week and also Mother's Day last week, probably not a good time to try and record, but you know. Anyway, so
let's be real. We didn't record because I wasn't available, and I am the lifeblood of this organization.
I mean, there is another reason we didn't record, but I don't know if I want to get into more public shaming.
No, do it.
So Peter, I'm glad this time you didn't tell me the minute I sat down to record that you weren't going to be there.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, last week I fucking sent the message to the group chat, and I was like, "Hey guys, I'm ready to record. You guys gonna be on?" And you're like, "Oh wait, I can't make it." I'm like, "Well, fuck." I had sat down, had my mic plugged in, I was fucking ready to go. Like all my shit was open, I was ready, and then we didn't. And I was
Well, hey, you know
"God damn
what?
it, Weaver."
We all got shit that has to happen.
Exactly.
So.
I mean, that's why I was spinning it as just, life happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so actually speaking, the reason that Zach was gone kind of relates to our topic. We're going to talk about just fucking going places. I mean, I know I can't remember which stand-up comedian said it, and I'm probably going to butcher the line, but he was talking about like how certain people like make their whole personality just, oh, I love to travel so much. It's like, no fucking shit, everybody loves to. So we were gonna
recluses.
Well, I mean, like normal people do. So we figured we'd talk about, places we've been, places we want to go, our experiences outside of our bubble of, America.
This is
Our
America.
bubble of Western Pennsylvania.
I mean, hey, don't want anybody doxing us now.
Yeah, easy now.
They're gonna
Where do
order.
you post links to this on your Facebook?
They're gonna order 1 million pizzas to your house.
Do it, please.
And then you'll have to pay for them. But anyway, before we start, just wanted to see how'd everybody's week go.
How'd your week go, Zach?
Well, I wasn't available last Sunday because I was on a big cruise, so that was cool. But then I came home and worked, and that sucked. But then I found a cat outside of my place of employment, and I adopted that cat, and he is now biting my foot. So it's pretty rad.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it sounds like you're living the dream,
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
essentially, if I made a vlog, people would be super jealous.
Well, maybe you should. There you go. That's the new content you can do.
Yep,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to be doing bi-daily vlogs about my life. There's going to be a lot of watching YouTube in silence and buzzing tables. Sitting on my phone.
Hey, well, you know what? Sounds like you had a good week. Sounds like Weaver does not want to talk about his week for one reason or another. I'm trying to think of things I did with my week. I mean, other than seeing Deadpool, that was pretty much it. That was like the highlight.
Oh, tell us about Deadpool. You gotta talk about Deadpool.
You already spoiled it for me.
Hey, fuck you!
How good was it?
I told you I wouldn't if you didn't want me to.
Is it the greatest movie of all time? Because I already know the answer. Yes, it is. Tell us about Deadpool 2.
Dude, it's not fucking Lay Epic Reddit the movie. So it's not Despacito 2, so it's not the best thing to ever happen to human history.
It's true.
No,
Close enough, though.
It was good. I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it more than the first one. It just felt like more well-rounded, and there's actual character growth. I don't want to commit myself to this, but I actually have something written up for a video on it. I know the last time I said I was going to do a movie review video, that didn't happen. But to be fair, I also had exams when that was happening, so this time.
Verbal contract.
Yeah,
you have to.
This time there's only a 50% chance he'll do it.
Exactly.
Beef Sneeze Quickie, Deadpool 2. Here we go. Next week. Keep a lookout.
Yeah.
You know what? We're going to record it right after this podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, I might. You never
back
fucking
to
know.
back.
Or I might just sit in my room and play video games until I go to bed and get up for work tomorrow, because I'm working full time now and life is suffering.
Yeah, full-time podcast. It's
yeah,
tough.
Exactly. I'm podcasting every single day. I'm fucking out in these streets. You know me.
My profession now. Shit.
Like Joe Rogan, 1,000 episodes in.
Yeah, how long has he been doing that? Like, that he's got that many episodes? That's ridiculous.
He's got as many podcast episodes for as many two-leg takedowns he's done in his life. He's just going.
Oh my god. Him and Alex Jones should have fought when they were on that podcast together. They should have just, like, squared up.
That wasn't a hostile podcast, though.
I
That
know,
was a
but
meeting of the mind.
I mean, yeah,
And it was a very enlightening experience.
They could have just had, like, a sparring match, though. It could have just, friendly competition. They didn't have to, be out for blood.
That's true. Just a little spar. Play each other best of 3 in Tekken.
Exactly. But like real life.
True.
Hey, what's our topic this week?
I already said it. It's travel, you idiot.
Well, actually, you know what?
Are we?
Speaking of fucking travel, I actually had a little segue. What I was going to say was that I watched the Joe Rogan X Alex Jones podcast episode the night that I left for my trip to the wonderful country of Russia.
Oh, shit. So I guess that means you're going to start us off with talking about that more at length, because, that was going to be the first half of it, talking about places we've been and our experiences there.
Can you talk about how you committed a war crime?
That's right. I committed a war crime. I went to Russia and I told them that they lost the Cold War.
Hey, fucking.
And I walked out. I walked out alive.
Commie sons of bitches. Take that.
Exactly.
No, I was talking about you peeing out of your hotel window.
Well, that's not really a war crime. That's kind of just like an event that happened.
That just happens.
Yeah, you know what? When in Russia, do as the Russians. Although I thought it was in San Francisco at first, but I guess, it's okay.
I feel like those aren't easy to confuse.
Oh. Well. So you went, it was a school trip, right? It was like a school-related thing?
Yes, it was a school-sponsored trip to the wonderful country of Russia. Went for about a week and a half. Had a wonderful time. And saw some great sights in St. Petersburg, Moscow. I didn't get hacked. And, it was great.
Yeah.
It was
Are
wonderful.
you a sleeper agent now?
Probably.
They went into his hotel room and, like, fucking fed him the activation codes while he was sleeping.
I did take a lot of Russian Alka-Seltzer because I had a bad stomach ache on the latter half of the trip, so it's quite possible it might have been laced with something that could have germinated into something malignant and a sleeper cell in nature. So we'll find out in the years to come. I mean, 2020 is not far ahead, so...
If anybody ever says a very specific phrase around Weaver, he just fucking goes in.
Patriotic rhubarb.
patriotic rhubarb.
No, I thought that was it. Okay.
No, I mean,
Nah,
worth a
it's
shot.
actually it's Yanny. So.
Or is it Laurel?
Oh,
You'll never.
No, fuck off. I do not want to talk about this.
I mean, there's nothing
topical, Brandon.
There's nothing to talk about.
Stupid.
There's nothing to talk about. It's Yanny, so.
It fucking plays both of them at the same time. If you can't hear both of them, you are deaf.
Deaf?
Nah, it's Yanny.
You are not able to hear frequencies correctly if you can't hear both of them.
Okay, why are you attacking people with hearing impairments? That's a little unfair.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying that's a fucking fact. It's clearly both of them, and I'm tired of this fucking argument about it. It's so stupid. This is the dumbest, like, this is even worse than the dress thing, because I actually have to listen to something repeating its stupid fucking sound over and over again, and it's just really
Hey, you don't have to listen to anything at all. You know, you can scroll past the video, and, get on with your life, but it's Yanny.
Yeah, but on Facebook it fucking auto-plays, so...
Hey, can everyone just down a little bit? Just a 2-second breather. Everyone count to 2.
Fuck you.
And now we're in the Beef Sneeze ASMR where Brandon doesn't scream about a video. Gonna be calm.
I don't like it!
All right, let's move on to another important topic. Lil Tay.
I had to scoot my
shut
chair
up.
back for that.
It's a topic
That was
that's
good.
pressing on everyone's minds. Lil Tay.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like we're getting away from the subject. I was gonna ask you what you did in Russia, but I mean, we can talk about other things, I guess.
No, I mean we could talk about that too. I was just trying to.
Can we
Shaking-
not ever
shaking
talk
things
about
up.
Lil Tay?
You're just trying to be very
I still don't
topical.
really know who that is, though.
You still don't know. She's like
Oh,
10?
no.
I think, yeah, like 9 or 10, which is weird, because she's my
She's-
sister's age.
She claims to be Miranda Cosgrove's love child, but it's not true.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that, like, she made dumb videos, like, flexing all this money and cars and all these houses and shit, and claiming, like, oh, yeah, this is mine, but it was actually, her mom was a realtor, and they were using houses that she was supposed to sell, and I guess in one of the videos they used her boss's car, and her boss found out, so her mom actually got fired because of these videos.
Oh, shit.
Which,
No, that's
I mean-
probably the video where she had like a Ferrari or something.
Yeah. I guess that was.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess that was like the owner of the company's car or something like that. And he was like, "What the fuck? Get your stupid kid out of my car!" And yeah, and because like she was going and like filming in these houses that this lady was supposed to be selling, and of course they were fucking trying to exploit it for internet clout. And quite frankly, it's pretty funny to me. Like.
Yeah, no, that's hilarious. And 100% you know it was the mom because this girl is 9 years old.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely the mom, putting her up to all this shit. And I mean, the mom definitely deserved to fucking get fired after that.
I'm trying to think
Fired.
of a pun
You know
involving
what?
Berkshire Hathaway and unemployment, but it's really just not coming to me. So just be aware that I wanted to.
Berkshire, smack that bitch. That's what I say.
Yeah, I mean,
Fire her and then execute her by firing squad because that's unacceptable.
Calm down.
I mean, whoa, a little aggressive here. I mean, you didn't even know who she was until a couple minutes ago.
No, I didn't say Lil Tay. I meant the mother.
Yeah. Well,
I would never execute a 9-year-old by firing squad.
so how would you?
Never.
do it?
Yeah. If pressed to, what would your go-to be?
I'm gonna have to cut this part out probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
This needs cut.
Drop the power strip in the bathtub while they're playing Fortnite or something.
So they
Yeah.
they can go
Something
into Fortnite-
humane.
They can go inside Fortnite and meet Ninja.
Yeah, you can meet Ninja, talk to him, ascend.
So anyway,
So Russia.
So what'd you do in Russia? Like, okay, so you said you saw some sights, but I mean, I'm assuming you guys did more than just that. I mean, did you do anything fun? Did you see any homeless people on the street? Because I know that Russia has a pretty big problem with that in some cities.
The theme of the trip was the 100th anniversary of the Russian Revolution, which took place in 1917 in St. Petersburg. So a lot of the sites that we saw were centered around the communist revolution of the Bolsheviks. So we saw the original ship that went up the river and bombarded St. Petersburg for the Bolsheviks and the wonderful brave sailors of the island of Kronstadt who helped liberate the citizens and help fight alongside them to overthrow the Tsarist imperialist government and ultimately established a socialist state. So we
You
saw
sound like a commie.
we saw all kinds of museums. We saw all kinds of historical sites, lighthouses, battleships, things like that, and I drank a lot of vodka, which was the important part of the trip. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Epic stereotype,
I think
brother.
I mean, there's stereotypes for a reason. Their vodka is very good and very strong.
Ooh, that's a dangerous sentence to
But
say.
I talked a lot about Russia on an earlier podcast, some specifics about that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that was the one that was just me and you, like right after we got back, or right after you got back from that. Damn, that was a while ago.
Really? I thought someone else was in there too.
No, because I'm pretty sure that's the one where we discussed like the bar bathroom stuff, or I don't know. No, wait, maybe you were. Maybe somebody else.
That was a while ago.
I don't fucking remember anymore. We used to record them so few and far between. I hardly remember.
Yeah. Ancient history.
It really is, though. I tried listening to one of the earlier episodes over again, and Jesus Christ, I just sounded so awkward. Like, I know we're only, like, this is 12, I think, and it just kind of shocked me at how awkward I was before, as far as, leading conversation and, like, the intros and delivery and shit like that.
Years from now, people will be like, yeah, if you're going to start listening to Beefcast, you should really just skip their early stuff and go to when they had a format.
Skip season 1.
Yeah, go to when they gave a shit about having topics and didn't just sit around and bullshit for 2 hours.
Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with bullshitting. It brings out the best in people.
Polite suggestion, skip the episode where I got drunk.
Oh, no, that's an important part of the lore.
Which episode?
It sets up my character.
That was the Harry Potter episode.
Oh.
Yeah, where he was getting... That was the night that he fucking exploded after that podcast.
That's right.
We just heard
Are we going to talk about this?
Can we talk about that? Did we talk about that?
I don't
That's an important
not a
question.
trip I've ever been on.
Can we talk about that,
there.
Zach? It's
I don't
brought
go
up.
back.
It's on the table. I think maybe for another time, maybe for a lost episode.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that'll be the secret patron-only episode.
Yeah, special content. Zach almost died.
Yeah,
Patreon.com/beefsneeze.
You got to give us money to hear about Zach almost dying of alcohol poisoning.
Hey, shut up. I was fine.
It didn't sound like it.
There was it sounded like that. You remember that video of Joey's World Tour doing the Nutella challenge?
Yes.
And he kind of starts spewing Nutella out of his mouth. It kind of sounded like that a little bit. That's what that's what I thought of whenever I experienced that.
See, to me on my end, it sounded like he exploded, and then I just heard a kind of faint moaning. So you remember Black Ops, Nazi zombies, and stuff like that. Whenever the zombies would be kind of far away from you, and you could just kind of hear them faintly moaning, that's kind of what it sounded like after he exploded.
Shut up. Okay, save it for the lost episodes.
Yeah, that was funny. Anyway,
let's put that one back in the vault.
Well, in that case, Zach, do you want to enlighten us with a trip that you have been on?
One that I remember, preferably, yeah.
Epic.
See, no. Done?
Hey, I'm waiting for you.
But, no, I've been to the Caribbean inappropriate amounts of times because I don't off of my family.
Wow, fuck you.
But whoa, uncalled for. But there is one occasion that I really just love to share because it was just a grand old time. By which I mean there were a few funny anecdotes from it. I believe I was on Royal Caribbean's cruise line, which is the 3 big cruise lines. They're big, but what most cruise lines do is they take you to ports and countries, and most of those countries are super poor outside of the ports because they're just tourist traps, but that's besides the point. It's all kind of sad. But I went to Royal Caribbean's private island, which was actually just a piece of Haiti that they bought. So
interesting.
Yeah, money. But on their private island, it was separated from the rest of Haiti by a jungle, I guess, and there was just the beach where people were able to go. But this place had a zip line, which if you wanted to do, you had to go on this little like car adventure through the woods, and it drove you up on top of the hill where the zip line was. It's actually the longest over water zip line in the world. It's pretty big deal.
Wow, that's the
But-
most interesting thing I've ever heard.
Shut up. We're almost to the fun part.
How many natives did you oppress?
Well, here's the thing.
All of them
No,
just being there.
yeah. Here's the thing, though. That's kind of where my story's going.
Oh, Christ.
Oh,
Because
hell yeah.
on that car ride through the jungle, there were no less than 10 armed individuals just patrolling a fence with like assault rifles. Just because, in case any Haitian wanted to not be Haitian, because this was like after the earthquake. So I assumed shit was pretty bad. So yeah, cruise lines just hire armed individuals to stalk their private properties.
Wow. I mean, that doesn't
Makes
surprise
sense.
me. Yeah, I mean, they probably have the money.
Well, absolutely. They bought a piece of Haiti.
Well, yeah, true.
But yeah, that's like my favorite cruise anecdote to share. I mean, the cruise I went on most recently last week was all inclusive, and I drank much of the alcohol. It was a good time.
Oh, boy.
Oh, hell yeah. You actually brought up an interesting point, though. Whenever I was in Russia, all the police officers, they all had like submachine guns that they carried, and they were just walking around there like exact stereotypical as you would expect attire, with the Ushanka, the classic furry Russian hat. Because it
Wait,
was in the
really?
dead of winter. Oh yeah, they had the Ushanka, they had the jacket, they had like the fucking scorpion on their side, the little submachine gun or like something. They were all armed. So yeah, kind of similar thing. There was no instance that I witnessed where a gun had to be drawn. Of course, there wasn't any police confrontations.
I mean, yeah, I didn't see any active shooting, but boy, were they ready and capable.
They were
Oh yeah, they had the heat. They were packing.
They had the strap. Did you see any, while you were in Russia, did you see any Slavs squatting in tracksuits?
That's all the whole country is.
I mean,
And if so, how
Pretty-
many?
pretty much. St. Petersburg is a port city, a naval city. So you don't really get a lot of the rural types that you get the squatting Slavs in tracksuits meme from. But Moscow is more inland. But we didn't really see any. Not too many squatting Slavs in tracksuits, but a lot of cigarettes. Everyone was smoking a cigarette. Like everyone,
Yeah, I feel like
Baby.
It's cold over there.
men, women,
babies,
aunts and uncles. Yeah.
babies chuffing
Boo-
back a fat dart, as the
Oh
Australians
yeah.
say.
They do love that. They do love their cigarettes. Mommy needs a cigarette or else she gets angry.
Wow.
Uh,
Too real.
I was gonna say, can we talk about wine moms, or is that gonna get too real for people?
Wine moms? I mean,
Hawaiian moms or wine moms?
I'm one more X chromosome and a baby away from
Yeah,
being
I
a
was
wine
gonna
mom.
say,
so-
yeah. I mean, it's like, mommy needs her wine, like literally every day. Like, no, you're just an alcoholic, honey.
Jesus
I need my coffee.
Oh my
Don't talk to me till I had my coffee.
That's arguably even worse.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, mommy can have her wine, but the second dad asks for 3 vodka sodas every night. It's a problem.
Yeah, right.
Coffee kid is
Mommy
the
can drink-
millennial equivalent of wine mom.
Yeah, mommy can drink a whole fucking bottle of wine, but God forbid I snort a little bit of crack.
Yeah, I mean, double standards society. Let's fix it.
God forbid I'm cooking meth in the garage. I mean, jeez. Oh, man. So I guess it's my turn. Well,
Yeah.
let me see. So, I mean, I've been to, a few different states here and there. My only...
What's your favorite state?
Oh, jeez. I don't know. I mean, I guess, seeing as I'm the only one here that's actively lived in 2 different states,
You don't know me.
I mean, I'm just kind of assuming.
You're right.
You know what they say about us?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I liked Tennessee when I was there. It was nice there. Because like the weather was real nice too, and it was just like very mild. It wasn't like too hot, wasn't too cold. You know, it was just nice. And we went in the summer too. When my grandma lived down there, my dad and I went to go visit her. After doing like a college visit in Illinois, and it was just really nice out. Like it was cool. We went to IHOP the one morning, and literally the fucking picture perfect stereotype of the Southern belle. You know, blonde hair, blue eyes, came up to serve us, and she had like the Southern accent, and she was like, "How you doing, darling?" and shit like that. You know, it was nice.
And you turned into a Charles Dickens novel.
It was a nice place, but yeah, I mean, I think that one would be up there. Minnesota's cool. I mean, I don't know. Our weather's hot garbage because it's either fucking a billion degrees out or it's like below 30, or not below 30. It's 30 below. My bad. There's a big difference between those two.
No, I hate when it's like 28 degrees. It's unbearable.
I know. But yeah, Minnesota's all right. Yeah, I don't know. How about you guys? What's your favorite state?
Can I? I don't have a favorite, but can I have a definitive answer for the worst state?
Go for it.
Texas.
Oh, I was gonna say Ohio or Florida.
Hey,
Ohio's
Florida's
for
nice
lovers.
if you don't actually go to Florida.
America's retirement home.
Florida's nice. It's a nice concept state. It's cool. It's fun to think about.
It's
Listen,
a
no
concept
one in
album.
Texas knows how to drive. It's hotter than sin and generally just boring.
Does anyone know how to drive though? Like really?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just a common thing because Minnesotans don't know how to fucking drive either, and then they get really.
Oh, yeah, I got a
aggressive with
fucking-
you.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I
fucking
mean, if you
prostate
remember the
exam for a dude
proclamation
today.
that I made the other day,
Wait, what?
no one is
Okay,
allowed to
wait,
own a
hold
car
on,
anymore.
Pause.
You say prostate?
Yeah, what did you just say about a prostate
I
exam?
was saying a metaphor. I got a prostate exam today. A guy was driving up my ass.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
No, I was just casually dropping. Oh, hey, by the way, Men's Health, check your prostate. I got one today. The doctor with his fat sausage fingers slipped one up my ass. No, I wasn't saying that. I was saying I was driving today and someone was creeping up on me. But anyway, Men's Health, be aware.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I
continue.
mean,
Sorry to derail.
Hey, you know what? It's an important topic. Get that shit checked out, boys.
Check your
Yeah.
balls twice a week in the shower.
That's not the prostate.
Or
thing.
not in the shower. Do it, in your home. Not at work, though. Don't do that.
No, do it in your workplace.
In the
Do it on
cubicle.
job.
Whip
Cancer
out,
checks on the boss's dime.
whip out those tater tots in the office cubicle right there.
Oh my
Please don't call them tater tots.
Yeah, no.
Anyway.
I think people not knowing how to drive is a very common occurrence because, again, yeah, Minnesotans don't know how to drive, and then they get really passive aggressive with you whenever it's their fault, very clearly, but they want to try and blame you for something. Like it's so fucking stupid. That's where the whole Minnesota nice thing comes from. It's just Minnesota nice is just being passive aggressive. It's not actually being nice. It's just being an asshole.
I mean, there's also like the Pittsburgh left.
I mean, that's just illegal, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the Pittsburgh left? I don't think I've
When you take an illegal left turn when it's not like you both have a green light, but you're turning left, but you don't have a green arrow, and you just say
Oh.
"fuck you, other person" and go regardless.
Okay, so you don't yield at all.
Yeah, actively risking your life to get there slightly faster.
Yeehaw, brother.
That's a good question. Like, has anyone ever been in any serious traffic incidents?
I mean, I did the big bump with my car, but it wasn't serious.
The most serious thing I could think of is when I was at Sheetz one time. Some chick backed into. It's when I had my stepdad's old truck. Some chick, I was like sitting there waiting at the light, because you know how like the I don't want to give away I don't want to give away the specifics of the location too much, but out where my dad used to live, Zach.
No one's going to send an assassin
I
after you,
don't want to
Brandon.
fucking put that out there. I don't want to put all that out there. Just it's a personal thing more than anything.
My zip code is 24106.
But yeah, so out where the one out by where my dad used to live, I was sitting there waiting for the light to turn, It was pretty busy, but I was gonna go back on the main road and go home, And this girl starts backing out in her like little yellow fucking baby car. She keeps backing up, and then I'm looking at her, and I'm like, does she see me at all, or is she just not paying attention? So I beep at her, and still keeps fucking backing up and just bumps right into me. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? She looks at me, and the fear of God is in her eyes. Like, I think she thought I was gonna just fucking like go off on her, or like, you know, lose my mind. And I kind of got out, looked at my truck, nothing was there, and then I was like, all right, and then drove away. And then like a week later, there was a dent, and I was like, well, what the fuck? Why wasn't it there when I looked the first time?
It was like a bruise. It took a while to appear.
It was the fadeaway dent.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think I've ever been in like a legit car accident though. I mean, not.
No, I mean I rear-ended someone, so.
Good job, stupid.
My windshield wasn't cleared properly, and it was sunny, and there was frost on it, and I didn't see them, and I did the big bump, like I said.
The big bumpus.
Luckily, though, I got out of my car, saw them open the door, and there was a baby in the goddamn passenger seat, so I think they wanted no questions asked, so I just said, okay, bye.
What, just like kind of sitting there, not even strapped in or anything?
No, it was being held, but you still shouldn't hold a baby in the passenger seat.
They just steal a baby.
They were kidnapping, and I almost
You just
stopped it.
You just stopped an instance of human trafficking, Zach. You saved a life.
He's a hero.
No, I walked away, and they got away with the baby. It's okay.
Oh, well, you contributed to human trafficking. Good job.
Yeah, I'm basically well-known human trafficker. I couldn't name one if I was forced to.
The Tuna guy.
Oh my god, what?
Wait, hold on, what?
Yeah, wait, no, I sent that to you guys a while ago. He was like, he was charged with like human trafficking or like aiding in it. The guy that made that Tune song.
Oh shit!
I'm sure 90% of people that would be listening to this would know who that is because it was such a huge meme. But yeah, if you haven't listened to Tune, it's a great song. A shame that the guy that wrote it was a human trafficker because that's awful. So, worst state is what you say, Texas. I think Weaver and I were in agreement on Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Florida?
I mean, I don't really have a state that I hate.
I just fucking. I don't know.
What does Rhode Island do?
Have you been to
Sitting
Florida?
Rhode Island?
Oh yeah, I've been to Florida a few times.
No, Rhode Island is not an island.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Fuck them, man.
Fuck that lying state.
But Weaver, that's where Family Guy's from.
Oh, Peter! That was a bad Lois voice. I don't know what I just did.
Peter!
There we go.
Brian Griffin is dead. God, Family Guy hasn't been
Lois?
good in years.
Implying it was ever good.
I mean, the earlier episodes weren't bad. Or maybe I was just 14 years old when I watched them.
Yeah.
You never know. American Dad, however, that shit is funny. I enjoy that.
Yeah, I like American Dad. It's good jokes.
Yeah, that aren't fucking driven through the dirt and run into the ground, like, more than anything. Like, I'll give Seth MacFarlane credit. He knows how to beat the shit out of a dead horse. And I'm pretty sure I've said that on podcast episodes before. But yeah, he'll really go to town.
It's worth reiterating.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he can really go to town on the corpse of an equine.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. A Million Ways to Die in the West. That was a classic.
I was about to say A Million Ways to Die in the West is actually just how he treats his scripts. Just a million different ways to make the same joke.
Pretty much. But yeah, so I never fucking finished talking about where I've been. You guys interrupted me.
Yeah, it's okay.
Anyway, so like my only out of country experiences have really been I went on a Disney cruise. Actually, I've been on 2 cruises in my life. One was for Disney, and that was kind of neat. We got off in like the Cayman Islands somewhere, and then I think
I've been there.
I think we were in like Nassau, like the Bahamas capital or whatever.
Nassau, I was just there. I'm sorry.
Wow, look at you stealing my fucking time.
Wow.
That's that Minnesota passive aggression.
Exactly. Yeah,
come on.
It's like reflex now. Whenever fucking, it's hard to break. But yeah, so I was there. I mean, I was like 7 years old when I was there. And I remember I accidentally drank a lot of ocean water, and now I don't like going in the ocean. So yeah, I don't remember how it happened, but I just ended up fucking.
This is tasty.
Yeah, I was trying to swim, and it just wasn't working out. So I went there when I was like 7, and then I went on another cruise. I think that was when I was, cause okay, my sister was a few months old, so I was probably like 12. And then we went to like a part of Mexico where my mom got really hammered, and it was kind of funny.
Nice.
And then because it was like shortly after she had my sister, so she hadn't been able to drink for a long time, and definitely wanted to make up for lost time. But I just remember the only like really vivid memories I have of that cruise was eating veal for the first time and finding out that baby cows are delicious.
No.
And then also I was playing some like Naruto DS game. It was like an RPG, and I remember having a lot of fun with that. So those
And that was pretty good.
Those are my 2 big cruise memories: Naruto and veal.
Is that gonna be the next Beef Sneeze video review?
Oh, jeez. I mean,
Or DS?
if I can find a copy of it somewhere.
We gotta do a Let's Play.
Of an arguably kind of crappy Naruto DS game. I mean, if you really want to.
That's a good bit of Naruto games for the DS. Wow.
Yeah, surprisingly, I think it was. I want to say it
was it Ninja Destiny?
I want to say it was like Rise of Ninja 2?
Path of the Ninja?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Whatever.
Yeah, not the important part. The important part is I remember it was an RPG, and it was fun. But yeah, so then my most recent out-of-country experience, kind of like an out-of-body experience, was going to Norway the summer that I graduated. And that was, I mean, looking back on it, it was kind of neat. But I am not the sightseeing kind of person. I'd rather like go and do something somewhere, like go to a specific place and like have activities rather than just, hey, look at this thing. Now look at this thing, and here's some other shit. Because, like, the amount of fucking mountains and waterfalls that I saw while on that trip was just too damn many. But, I mean, it was a cool experience. I couldn't read anything, and that was honestly very anxiety-inducing. I have now realized that I don't want to go to a country where I can't read shit. Like, if I don't know the language, or if I don't have, like, a really good tour guide or, like, you know, somebody with me that can read the shit.
Well, you need that app that like takes pictures of signs and then translates them.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
That, like,
Yeah, I
we
think
speak or something.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Google
Like,
Glass.
does direct translate? I don't know. Yeah, why don't they just fucking speak English in Norway? What the fuck?
I mean, they do. No, like pretty much everyone there does. I mean, like a lot of people were very fluent. Like all of our waitresses and waiters and stuff like that were very fluent. They have neat accents. But yeah, so we went. Shit, I forget. I think we landed in Oslo, and then we went to a place like kind of on the coast because we were staying with some family friends, and we were kind of like at their summer cabin. And it was like overlooking this either a big lake or like part of the ocean. It was really nice. I mean, like we had dinner like up on this like rocky kind of outcropping thing, and you could see the sunset over the lake, and you know it was beautiful. And we did some like hiking, saw some like Nazi bunkers and stuff like that in World War II, and yeah, pretty neat. So yeah, we were there for like 3 days. Then we actually spent 2 or 3 days in Oslo, which I think that was my favorite part of the trip, being in Oslo, because there was actually like shit to do. We went to see like a big castle, and there was a tour like through there, and a bunch of ghost stories about how the castle was haunted, shit like that. Went to that. Went to a couple museums. Saw the big old Viking ship, and that was interesting. I think there's a picture of me on Facebook standing in front of it, and it's like a fucking like billion times larger than I am. So kind of neat.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of Viking stuff. Yeah, they really play it up, especially for the tourists. They're like, haha,
Understandable.
Remember the one thing you know about Norway? Here it is.
Hey, I know other things about Norway.
Yeah, trust me, they milk the Norse gods for all they're worth too.
Oh shit, that's it.
Maybe not so much.
I mean, Norway is like that's where Troll Hunters was filmed. That's a great film.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen that?
I have not.
Oh man, you're missing out. Troll Hunters is a classic film. Zach, have you seen it?
I haven't. Isn't it
You,
like
you made like a bit of disgust whenever I said that, so I didn't know.
Isn't it like a famously horrible movie?
I wouldn't say famously horrible, but it's like a live action film about a group of students that are in Norway that try to document trolls that they see, and it's just these giant CG trolls just kind of wiling out in Norway. So it's a pretty good movie.
If you want to see trolls, just go to a YouTube comment section. Am I right?
Oh, look at this guy. What a
Got the zingers.
Yeah, I mean, shit, dude. He's knocking them all down.
If you start a fight in our comment section, Weaver will buy you Minecraft.
I'll buy you a copy of Troll Hunters on DVD.
Yeah, I like that one better.
There you go.
I'll Amazon Prime it to you. Amazon Prime Video.
Every episode, we have to come up with something new that Weaver's gonna buy the people that do certain thing.
Yeah, Chewy, who comments consistently, that's your job. Start a fight.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Chewy, you gotta fight somebody, and then then Weaver will buy you Troll Hunters.
No, wait, no, here we go. I have specific instructions for you. You have to go on Snapchat. You need to point accusingly at someone and say, "Watch Troll Hunters," and then if you do, you get a copy of Troll Hunters.
There you go.
How are we going to prove this?
No, you don't.
Just post the video. Post it on your channel. You gotta record it and post it.
Yes.
But yeah, so I mean, Norway was neat. We were in Oslo, and then we went to because we were staying with the family friends, and then we went to Sweden. Actually, we I don't remember. I think we drove to Sweden, and then we stayed there for a couple days with the one guy with the guy's dad. And then from there, we drove from Sweden all the way to the west coast of Norway, which was kind of neat. I mean, a lot of driving. That's weird. I very heavily associate that drive with the album "Good Kid, Mad City" by Kendrick Lamar, because I that's the first time I listened to that album all the way through, and I was like, "Whoa, this album's good." But yeah, so that was neat. So again, that's where I saw like a lot of waterfalls and shit. We took a bunch of trains and like boats and shit. It was just like
automobiles.
No, it's planes, trains, and automobiles. You fucking idiot.
R.I.P. John Candy.
Oh, there we go. I'm glad.
R.I.P. Young King Dave.
Yeah,
for real.
No, okay. I would like to pause. Let's take a moment of silence, and this is completely unironic. This isn't even like for the sake of the whole smoking big doinks and Amish meme. Like, this is legitimately sad to me because like dude was only 19 or something. Rest in peace, Young King Dave. Genuinely seemed to be a cool guy. Posted a lot of pretty wholesome stuff, and he seemed like an overall funny guy. So let me just observe a moment of silence for Young King Dave.
That was heartwarming.
Yeah, all right.
Are you going to put a picture of him up there?
Oh, absolutely.
During the moment of silence?
Probably, yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, that actually did. I mean, yeah, I know, obviously, the smoking big doinks and Amish thing, and like the I just got these GB weebies or something like that. I forget what the other video was, or it's fucking nice out. Like he's got so many memes attached.
He just wanted someone to smoke loud with, dude. That's all he wanted.
Yeah, it's like that picture I sent to the group chat earlier. He had loud for me when no one else did. But no, I mean,
I can't believe he was only 19. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, dude, it was very sad. I mean, he,
Young life taken.
Yeah, it fucking sucks, dude. And I think it was like complications from because he had like really bad pneumonia for a while, and then he had to get some sort of like medical procedure, but there was complications with his lungs from that, and that's actually what ended up killing him. But yeah, like it's fucking sad, dude. Anyway,
this is a depressing episode.
Yeah. Anyhow, so yeah, I took a lot of trains through the mountains. Drove through a lot of mountains actually, and a lot of tunnels. It was neat.
Bore through a mountain.
Yeah, we just drilled straight through a mountain.
Is it Norway? Never mind. I think it's Switzerland where their mountains are like hollowed out and they have a shit ton of artillery in them or something.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know.
Pretty epic.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Okay, this is epic.
Or I'm making that up. Who knows?
Calm down, Ben Shapiro. If you're okay, this is epic.
I think Ben Shapiro is the one that has all the missiles hiding in hollowed out mountains.
Oh my god.
Can we get Ben Shapiro on the show and he can totally own me
with
logic,
facts and logic? Ben Shapiro owns stupid fucking idiot with facts and logic.
Ben Shapiro massacres you with facts.
Ben Shapiro, literal destroys country with facts. He's a tiny boy. Anyway, yeah, no, he's short and apparently does not like that because I've seen people like making fun of him for being short on Twitter and they just get blocked instantly. It's like, come on, for as much shit as you talk on other people, like fucking take some of it for yourself. Like if you're one of those people that can dish it out but you can't take it, like the minute it gets turned back on you, you're just a bitch. I mean, that's all there is to it.
You're transgendered, you're broken, but don't call me short.
But don't call me short. Yeah, like, if you're gonna throw a fucking tantrum when somebody makes fun of you for being short, like, just go fuck yourself. I mean, I don't know. And then there's the people that, like, share his stuff unironically, like, oh man, this guy's so smart. He only talks about facts, and he uses logic for all of his arguments. Like, no, he's just a fucking big baby. Oh my god. Anyway,
where do we want to go?
Yeah, that derailed. Anyway, final point of that, Ben Shapiro's.
I don't think, if by chance we have a listener who is a little person, I don't think.
Actually, if we do, I want them to come on the podcast. I want to talk to them.
Yeah, that would be neat. Let's have a variety cast with people that are just interesting.
Jitcast?
Let's have
Hell
Warwick.
yeah.
Let's have Warwick Davis on the podcast.
We're still using that word.
He was the Ewok.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not midget. Filthy little person. Sorry.
Jesus Christ. I'm being quiet here so Brandon can cut it.
Speaking of, rest in peace, Vern Troyer. We haven't talked about that at all.
Oh my God, he died too.
Yeah,
Jesus.
And his was.
What is this? 2016 too?
It really is though. Anyway.
Do that.
Wait. Aside, is midget actually an offensive term?
Yes.
Yeah, no, Norway was fun. We drove across Norway from east to west, and we stayed at like some weird farm thing. And that's where I had my first beer outside of the U.S. And it was pretty nasty, to be honest. I think I ate duck with it, and it was just not a good experience.
On my last cruise, I had duck pate. Do you know what pate is?
No.
It's basically, let's turn this meat into a fine paste. It's the worst fucking thing ever.
Did it come in like a squeezable tube, like
no,
like a Go-Gurt full of meat?
No, it looked like an uncooked like crab cake patty. It was disgusting.
That does sound awful, actually.
Damn, meat Go-Gurt. That sounds pretty fucking good. We should market that.
I don't think it does.
That's perfect for the fucking Beefcast, dude.
Oh boy.
I
Meat
don't want
Go-Gurt. Yo, Amazon Prime Pantry, meat Go-Gurt. Officially from Beefcast.
I mean,
Slap your face on that.
Actually, I think Smosh beat us to that with Beef and Go like 12 years ago.
Yeah, well, they didn't market it to fucking Jeff Bezos, so.
True. They missed out. Come on, Jeff. Give us that Prime money.
Hell yeah, brother.
Twitch Prime members get free Beefcast loot stuff, so make sure you go to your loot crate /beef, and you get Call of Duty skins,
Yeah,
get Fortnite skins, you get fucking Warframe, you get Realm of the Mad God, everyone's favorite hit game, all kinds of Twitch Prime stuff.
Yeah, no, if you become a level 2 Patreon supporter, you get the weekly beef crate.
Yeah, I was just going to say, buy our Beefcast loot boxes through microtransactions and gamble on cosmetics that mean fucking nothing.
We're going to send you a crate of whole meats, just a big old crate of ground beef.
Just one.
Straight
There's
to your
actually
house.
already a monthly subscription for meats.
We're just going to send you a fucking big raw slab of it. Not even close to being cooked or preserved well, just fucking...
Not even fancy meat too. The cheapest, biggest shit I can find at Walmart.
Yeah, and we're gonna put it in a gross cardboard box and mail it to you. So
Very poorly wrapped in plastic wrap.
Yep.
All for you.
That's our Beefcast
Lolo
loot box.
Get it. But real talk, though, I mean, we're probably only like 100,000 subscribers away from getting that big Dollar Shave Club sponsorship. So, you know,
Oh yeah.
we're getting there.
Hey, one subscriber at a time. Am I right? We appreciate all of you.
Hell yeah.
God bless.
Hugs and kisses. Mwah.
Okay.
But anyway, let's get on to topics that really matter.
Yeah, I've tried to rope back to Norway several times, and I'm done. I went to Norway. It was cool. I saw a lot of sights. The end. All right, so Weaver, you kicked us off with Russia. So I think now we wanted to talk about places that we haven't been but would like to go. So you go first. Where do you?
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I would like to journey to my ancestral homeland of France one day, given the ability, because that's where my mother's side comes from. And I would certainly love to visit. I have a lot of relatives there, and they're always on Facebook, and I can't understand what the fuck they're saying because everything's in French.
Like
I don't know how to
oui,
read
oui.
French. They're like "oui oui baguette," and I'm like, all right, what's going on here?
I made a
My grandma tried to teach me French whenever I was little. I just couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
I had like these old like VHS tapes, and I remember it was like some character like Moustache the cat, and he would come on and try to teach you like French words. It was like Rosetta Stone, but like really stupid.
Wait a minute.
But
I feel like they had one of those for German as well, because the cat thing sounds familiar.
yeah, it was Moustache the cat. I distinctly remember that. And then there was another one too. It was like a live action one, and I always remember there was this one bit that they did. It was like this drill sergeant and some guy, and like she would like be barking commands at him in like French, and like it'd be like take off your clothes or something in French, and he would like take off his like army uniform and stuff like that. And I distinctly remember these like old VHSs that I would always watch whenever I was younger in my grandma's failed attempts to teach me French. But no, yeah, I definitely want to go to France someday. My mom was born in France. My grandma was born in France. Her village was taken over by Nazis, and she was there during the whole occupation.
Wait, your
So
mom
she
was
has-
born
she
in
has-
France?
Yeah, my mom was born in France.
That why she's so
near
cool?
Verdun. And yeah, so like my grandma has like tons of Nazi stories. Like there's this one where like her dad was a big alcoholic and he was Spanish. So like
They are.
there was this one time where he got really drunk once, and he was like, I guess he was like making a ruckus or something at their house or whatever, and there was like a Nazi officer walking by, and he was like, hey, what's going on here? And like they started talking, and well, eventually him and the officer both got really drunk, and they kind of were just like wiling out, and I think someone ended up like strapped to a tree or something. I don't remember correctly,
That's
but
hot.
Yeah, sounds like a good
Just-
night.
classic, drunken shenanigans and whatnot. But no,
You ever
yeah,
get
I
into
definitely
light
want to go to
bondage
France.
with an SS soldier.
It was like a scene out of a cartoon or something. But yeah, it was but yeah, I got relatives in France, and they visited one time, and we really hit it off, and they said, oh yeah, if you ever want to come, like we'll have you. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'd love to go to France. It'd be really cool. It's such a huge country too, because there's like all kinds of regions. There's the lovely southern part of France. It's like really scenic, and like all the bicycle paths and stuff like that. And there's like, of course, Paris, and like I like the northwest part, like that peninsula. I think it's like Brittany or something it's called. But yeah,
Yes.
it seems like a cool place. The wine, the culture. It's got a rich history, so I'd definitely love to go there for sure.
Well, yeah, that definitely gets
Solid.
a huzzah.
Hey man, how about
Can I
you,
get a
Zach?
hell yeah for France?
Hell yeah for France.
Yeehaw. But yeah, Zach, you're up.
I'm gonna say that I want to go to Rome because I want to go to Rome. No, I have better reasons. Well,
Rome's cool.
Been to Rome?
No, I just actually
Rome
my school, they just had, after our graduation, they just had a trip there, because I guess my alma mater has like a Rome campus now, so they all went there and they had a big trip there, and I think a lot of people just got back from that, and they said it was really awesome. So
I'm
I
sorry,
definitely would
La
like to go to
Roche
Rome,
has
too.
a Rome campus?
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that I'm pretty sure that St. Thomas does as well. I think that's like a thing for Christian schools. Like, yeah, because I vaguely remember them talking about it when I was there for that one semester that I was there.
Yeah, we're right next to right next to the Pope. I mean, that's like a Catholic school's wet dream.
Yeah,
You know.
Oh.
But anyways, Zach, tell us about Rome.
So yeah, what makes you want to go to Rome other than the architecture? Because I mean, I would assume that's the big draw, is seeing all the places.
Yeah, like the architecture, the history. I mean, I am a big old nerd and took a Roman history class because I wanted to, and I just love everything about the Roman Empire, up to and including slavery. No.
Okay.
But
well,
no, that was a joke. Although,
Easy knock on you.
no, you were actually right. I didn't even say my reason, but you were right. A lot of it is the scenery. You said you don't like walking tours and just like, wow, look at this. But hey, this shit in Rome's real damn old and pretty beautiful. So I would be happy just walking around, looking at it, and being told what it's like historically.
I mean, I think that would probably be more interesting to me, just because I'm more aware of the history and stuff surrounding Rome. Whereas, I mean, Norway, I obviously didn't know as much about. But I think also too, a lot of the sightseeing in Norway was like fucking like waterfalls and mountains. It was like, just scenery, not like buildings with like history behind them. Like the castle we went to, I liked because that like had history behind it and it was cool. But yeah, no, I definitely think like something like that in Rome would be more interesting.
I think definitely having a sort of connection with the place that you want to go to helps out a lot. Like that's the whole reason that I chose Russia for my trip, because we had like a list of things that we could go to. They had like Japan, they had like I think Peru or something. They had like the exotic country of South Dakota. But like I like the Russian Revolution a lot. So just for some reason, it's just a period of history that I really like. I like the World War I era shit. So that's really why I wanted to go. So I knew a lot about the history. So like the trip for me was really special because it was focused on that, and I it reinforced all the stuff that I already knew, and then I learned a lot of new things on the trip too. So definitely having some sort of context for where you're going and a kind of an appreciation can definitely help. And Rome's fucking cool as hell. Wait, Zach, what's the origin story of Rome? What was like two
Romulus
brothers?
and Remus.
And didn't they like suck a wolf's tit or something and then build a city? Isn't that how Rome started?
I mean, that's how they say Rome started. Rome really started when a bunch of people got pissed off at their king, overthrew him, and said, hey, we should build a city. And they were like, where's the best place to build a city? This really hilly area, because it's easy to protect. And then Rome.
I like the wolf titty story better, though.
I gotta say, I think I like the Raised by Wolves story a little better.
Yeah. Beefcast, episode 12, Wolf Titty. New Tyler, the Creator album, Wolf Titty.
He demonetized.
Oh,
That's true.
Yeah, we can't
spell it with Tiddy.
Wolf breast.
Wolf booby.
That one might be pushing it. YouTube.
Wolf 80085 on
Okay, here we go. I got a pregnant Spider-Man Elsa. There we go.
Yeah, YouTube will love that one. They'll fucking give us $1 million for that.
Yes, absolutely.
Elsa Gate.
I actually fucking heard on the radio, and I don't often listen to car radio, but I heard a news report on car radio. It was like an advert for like a later story that they were going to cover about that whole like the whole Elsa Gate shit, and I was like, damn, this is on we're on local news levels with this shit. God damn, I was impressed that the story got that much coverage. But anyway,
I don't get why, like, I guess because they're easily identifiable characters, but just why specifically Spider-Man and Elsa? I don't understand why those freaks decided on those two characters to make fucking videos of.
I think everyone knows Spider-Man, and like Frozen was like, I mean, I'm probably completely wrong, but I feel like it's one of the biggest Disney movies, right?
Yeah,
probably. It has to be.
I think it might have beaten Lion King.
You're right. American Tail. American Tail's the best one, right? It's the biggest one.
Oh yeah, totally. No, but I think I think Frozen beat the record that Lion King set. I don't remember 100% though, but yeah, no, I definitely think Rome would be interesting. I almost feel bad about saying mine because I have like 3 different ones, but I already kind of ruled out the first one because I said like,
It's
before we
okay.
started
It's
recording.
Japan, right?
Yeah. Oh no, the first one's absolutely Japan because I'm a big fucking stinky weeb and I'm like, I love anime. That's what Japan's like, right? But no.
Dirty weeb, get a body pillow.
Dude, I should. I want one of those like fat titty mouse pads because those look really comfortable.
That's
Like-
actually really good for like if you have wrist problems.
Yeah,
I feel
dude.
like you know, because I sustain a lot of wrist injuries in my heavy gaming sessions, so I feel like something to cushion my wrist would be very very well received.
Yeah, dude. I mean, so not only do I
If it happens to be tits, you know,
yeah, not
no
only
big deal.
do I get to look at fat anime titties, but I also get a nice cushion for my wrist. Anyway, oh Jesus Christ, can you fucking stop with what you just said? I'm not even gonna gratify that with mentioning it. But yeah, no, okay. I mean, again, I think that's the reason I didn't want to. Why I said before that we can't all just say Japan because that would be a cop out, and that is the cop out. Because it's so easy. It's like, oh, everybody wants to go to Japan. Oh, they've got cool food and video games. And fucking.
Don't they have a horribly like oppressive like culture in the fact that like it's very socially repressive? Like,
oh yeah, they're very, it's a very collectivist society. Like it's more, a lot of shit is based on how the like the overall group will view you. It's not as individual as say like American culture is. It's not like, yeah, you can do it, you're the best. It's always like, well, what's good for the rest of everybody else. It's
I mean,
not-
that's
like you
far
have to
more
suck up
just to do with
to the
East
boss
as a
man.
whole.
yeah, I think that's kind of there. I think that's pretty similar in some Asian, at least between like Japanese and Chinese cultures. I've seen there's a lot of similarities there with that aspect at least.
No, yeah, a lot of Eastern cultures do focus more on the group mentality, and that's why you have
Yeah.
people that are like whole 3 generations of families living in houses together, and that's the norm.
Yeah, the whole filial piety thing that the kids are going to take care of the parents when they get old.
That's why America has retirement homes. Yeet!
You could just yeet your fucking
Yeet your old folks.
a lot of those places are basically like prisons. They're
Something quote from Sam Hyde, but we'll save that for another time.
Anyway.
Did you hear about that phenomenon in Japan though, going off of the social repression? In that I believe it's called hakikomori.
Yeah,
I could be
hikikomori. It's about being a shut-in and just sitting around.
Yeah, people that just become shut-ins. I remember watching like this YouTube documentary of like this 30-something-year-old who like basically lived in an internet cafe in this one little room of it, and he just did his thing. He was like a webmaster or something, and he basically just never went outside.
Yeah, no,
And,
it's a rising
yeah.
trend. We call that being a NEET here, NEET, no education, experience, or training, and they just sit at home all day and do jack fucking shit.
Yeet!
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a very real thing, and God, I wish. I wish I didn't have adult responsibilities and I could just fucking sit in my room all day and play video games.
Adulting is hard.
I sent 2 emails. I adulted today.
I'd rather play my Star Wars game.
I did my laundry. I adulted today.
I had my coffee and I thought about existential dread. And played my new Star Wars game.
Hey, why do you
You
sound
guys
like?
sound a bit spiteful.
I was gonna say, why do you sound like Linda from Bob's Burgers?
Bobby.
Oh, Bobby, did you get the new Star Wars game? Lynn, what the fuck? I hated Battlefront 1.
But yeah, so I mean, I would want to go to Japan. I mean, more so to see like the neat pagodas and stuff like that, and the, like.
I thought you meant NEE.
yeah, it's just like a big fucking castle full of them. That's where they all live. But yeah, no,
That's not a bad idea.
Right? Just, I mean, it sounds vaguely like you're quarantining them, but
Yeah, that sounds like a camp. Never mind.
might be bad. But yeah, no, I think it'd be neat. There's a lot of stuff that, because I also did like a lot of research, I think when I was in like 4th grade, because around 2nd grade is when I started reading like manga and stuff like that. That's when I got my Shonen Jump subscription. So then in like 4th grade, I started doing like research on the culture and the history and stuff like that, and like Japan as a country more so than just, haha, I love anime and video games. I want to go to Japan. So like, there's a lot more to it, at least for me personally. But I also have two more that are kind of equally tied. I'd kind of want to go to South Korea, just because I hear a lot of interesting things about how just the way they've adopted so much Western culture, and I've heard a lot about it being essentially mini America. They have a lot of similar cultural stylings to the U.S., but with their splash of Korean flavor. That and Korean food's pretty decent. I enjoy it.
Korean food's good. I like me some Korean.
But I think I have one that's more domestic as well. I'd honestly like to take a coast-to-coast road trip and just go fucking, like, just get on Route 66 and just drive. See some shit along the way.
I have a friend who did that this past summer, actually. He said it was real good and life-changing and all the things you would expect someone to say in that situation. But
right.
It sounded real neat.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I have kind of a soft spot for that whole fucking, like, Americana kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, I like Halsey, too.
Oh, fuck off. That's not even what I was saying. More like I think it's half the reason I enjoy Fallout as much as I do, because it's, like, that kind of preserved, 50s Americana type shit. But, post-apocalyptic. But, yeah, no, I think it'd be interesting. I think there's a lot of shit here to see that I haven't yet, and I think it'd be neat.
Beefcast on tour.
Dude, that would be fucking sweet. I can go up in front of a full audience and call out some other celebrity and call them names, but in front of a audience.
We can't do live shows. We have to cut far too much.
Nah, we could. We'll be fine.
We could just play video games on a live show.
So,
okay, well then it's set. We'll be touring in Charleston, West Virginia first.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean we could. Yeah, I guess we could do Game Grumps live essentially.
Oh no, I wasn't being serious with that.
No, we will. We're just gonna go and sell out a football stadium and play Mark
on the big screen.
We'll sell out the fucking
one of the stadium seats.
We'll sell out the TCF Bank Stadium here at the U of M and fucking play on their giant jumbotron.
Play the new Star Wars game on the jumbotron.
Get excited!
Oh yeah, coming to a town near you. Coming to a big old stadium. Sell out Heinz Field. And make people watch us play video games. That would be fucking weird.
It would. I'm sorry. There's a town in Oklahoma called Gaimon, and that just sounds like the most disappointing Digimon.
Yeah, it's just a normal dude.
Gaimon. Hello.
What's your power? Clinical depression.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
What's your power? I can concentrate all my testosterone into a finite bullet and use it to kill myself.
Oh.
What the
Oh boy.
Another fun Oklahoma fact: they have a county called Texas. Okay, I'm gonna get off this website.
The Oklahoma bombing?
What? Oh, what?
Hmm?
That's not a.
Oh,
fun
I thought you were
fact.
talking about other fun Oklahoma topics. Sorry.
I just said that's not fun.
Ooh, Texas's counties are very uniform.
Oh, that's stupid. Fucking Minnesota counties are all over the goddamn place. It's kind of like they just scribbled on the map and they're like, all right, this is a county. Fuck it.
Which county? No, never mind. You don't want to say it because you don't want to be hunted.
Yeah. What if somebody tries to?
You don't be haunted?
Yeah, I don't want ghosts to come get me.
Oh shit!
Goblins are well-known doxers.
It's on the wrong state.
Yeah, wait, actually, no, this is a good discussion topic. Zach, where do you stand on goblin rights? Do you think they should have the same rights as humans, or, what do you think?
There's a reference that I'm not getting?
No, it's a legitimate question. How do you feel about goblins and the possible existence of witches and ghouls?
Yes.
Okay, but should goblins?
I don't get this.
Should goblins enjoy the same rights as people? I mean, like, what do you think?
No.
You fucking racist. Anyway.
Okay, so all right, Zach, I have a scenario for you. Okay, you're at a book signing. Patrick Rothfuss. You're all hot and heavy for Patrick Rothfuss. You know he's coming, and you're excited. You got the
was
latest
in that
sequel.
scenario, and
Got
you're
the
right.
latest sequel to Name of the Wind. You got the latest book in the trilogy, and you're ready. You're excited. He's coming out. And what if Patrick Rothfuss was a goblin? Like, how would you feel? Would that change your opinion on him? Would you still support his work if he was a goblin?
Yes.
You think that diminishes his work in any regard?
I am really just not understanding this reference.
It's
what the
not
fuck
a reference.
Are you
It's
two
a
on about?
legitimate question.
If he's a goblin, I mean, it's very simple.
Yeah, there is a significant possibility that a lot of people are goblins. I mean, you never know. They could be
Yes.
somewhere sitting atop their pile of gold and treasures, laughing to themselves because.
Okay,
they
so
know
I'm the
that they're a
racist.
goblin. What? No, that's goblins are well known to hoard treasures.
Yes, they deserve the same rights as man.
Okay, well, you just said that they don't, so I think you're just backpedaling now for the sake of.
Oh yeah, well, Brandon lives in Pope County, Minnesota.
That's a lie. Nice try, though. Anyway, now that we've established that Zach is a disgusting racist and doesn't think that goblins deserve the same rights as humans, I think that's a good a good point to call it. I hope that this episode ends up being more than an hour long with all that I have to cut out of it.
Oh yeah. No, it'll be more than an hour. What's our recording time at?
An hour 15.
Ooh.
That's okay. We can supplement it with some more juicy topics. For example,
Goblins.
well, I've got one. How about my dad's Google history? You know.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, please.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
No, please share.
No, he's not talking about his actual dad's Google history. He's talking about this awful and annoying Australian comedian, Demi something is her name, and it's
Demi Lovato.
No, she's actually talented. Hold on, let me look this up just so you can see how bad this is.
I'm sorry, Brandon.
If we need more content, I can just keep sharing fun facts about states and their counties.
I can just.
I'm sure that's riveting.
I can keep talking about goblins.
Goblin cast.
Hey, goblins are a very important topic to me. So.
Now, when we say goblin, like, are we talking about the fucking like World of Warcraft looking goblin,
Yeah,
just like
small,
stereotypical
green goblin like? I mean, okay, let's Google search goblin. And see the first image that comes up. Wait,
Danny
what?
DeVito.
A South Korean TV series just came up. Okay. Guardian, the Lonely and Great God. Wow, apparently it's really good. It's got a 92% on Asian Wiki and an 8.9 out of 10 on IMDb.
Well, that's just fake news. That's the goblin agenda, so that's just lies.
Okay, so let's go to the Wikipedia article.
Guardian, the Lonely and Great God had the second highest rated drama in Korean television.
Oh, dude, this goblin's got big titties.
Audience.
Why? Why is there a goblin with titties on here? All right.
I know which one you're talking about. Is it the one with starfish over its nipples?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Why is that? Why?
Oh wait, if you go one down, no, two lines, no, one line down, three in from the left. That one has a big dick.
What?
Oh, there's the RuneScape goblin.
It has a purple head and a dick.
Why?
Oh
Oh.
shit. God damn.
What?
I see the one Zach's talking about.
He's
Oh god, there's
impressed.
another one. That's a
Oh, I'm
vampire, I
intrigued.
guess.
Yeah, wait, okay, so why are there so many people drawing goblins with titties here? I'm confused about this.
Are goblins
It's the
a fetish?
goblin agenda, once again.
Goblins, they're trying to turn goblins into a fetish.
Trying.
I mean, I'm sure it's probably somebody's fetish somewhere.
Don't make me look up goblin porn right now to
Please.
prove a point.
I mean, fuck, be my guest. I'm looking it up.
Brandon, don't make me do this. Don't, Brandon, stop.
You'll probably
I'm one step
find a
ahead of
lot
you,
it.
buddy.
Weaver's already got it saved to his hard drive.
Not actually getting a lot of hits for goblin fetish. How
Interesting.
about just straight up goblin porn? Oh, there's a
Goblin
Pornhub link.
R34.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of goblin porn on Pornhub. There you go.
Okay, so
Beef sneeze, doing the research you don't want to.
so
Are we
brief-
talking about like the makeup level of fucking like Lord of the Rings orcs?
Hold
Because
on,
if that
hold
if
on,
that's
hold on. This is more important, arguably, what I'm about to say. So I just wanna give a shout out to our newest subscriber, Troy's mom. I just
No, I
chose-
did that. I did that.
Oh, fuck you! I thought it was actually Troy's mom subscribing to us, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Well, no, it's actually her Google account, but
I know,
I did it.
I thought she actually did it, and I was gonna say, "I am so sorry that you have done this," because
No, I told her about the episode where we talked about Troy's injury, and she thought it was rather funny.
okay, well that's good, cool. I don't have to worry as much then. Oh my god. Anyway, I forget what we were talking about. Goblins.
We're
Who
just
knows anymore?
we're just doing what every great entertainer does and trying to pad our runtime.
trying to improvise. This might get cut out.
Oh wait, we're still recording?
Skibbity doop bop bop ba
I
dow.
thought you ended long before Goblin porn time.
Long before Goblin time.
No, we have to keep the fact
That's
that I
the name
looked
of the
up Goblin
episode.
porn for the research.
Yeah.
Goblin time.
Yeah, this episode definitely has to be called Goblin time.
Goblin time. That's gonna be the title.
Wait, since we kept ignoring you trying to talk about Norway, can we bring up my idea for the Brandon disrespect counter?
Yeah, right? That might have to be a fucking real thing, because boy has it been happening a lot.
Listen, just let Weaver buy Minecraft 4 more times.
Hey, I mean,
Sure, which have you bought more, Minecraft or Skyrim?
ooh, good question.
That's a tough call. I don't have I don't have the numbers on hand.
I don't know
I'll have
the
to do some
stats.
research.
Oh my god.
Hate the fact that you've bought Minecraft so much.
I hate the fact that he's bought Skyrim so much. He's the one encouraging them to fucking release it so many times.
That's true.
You're
Todd
not
himself
even
sent
part
me
of
an
the
email.
problem. You are the sole problem.
You are the one,
I'm the sole demographic for Skyrim right now.
pretty much.
You're the only one who buys it. You're
Skyrim
that
mobile
one
coming
like
2020.
90-year-old woman who does Twitch streams.
Oh, gaming grandma.
Oh,
Is
did
that the
we-
one you're talking
Did we
about?
have her on the podcast?
The gaming grandma that plays Skyrim. She's pretty epic. Yeah, we should get her on for the podcast. Do some let's plays with her.
Hell yeah, dude. She sounds cool.
Older than us, honestly.
Arguably
She'd probably
so,
say no.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I was 90 and just fucking streaming video games, I wouldn't give a shit about some stupid podcast.
She probably plays on Legendary.
She's probably a badass. She's probably fought several goblins in her time in real life.
Factual real goblins, yes.
Yeah, like legit. She is the one protecting us from the goblin menace.
Still don't understand this
Keeps them
goblin
at bay.
on goof joke, whatever you want to.
It's what is there to understand? Goblins are inherently goofy.
I just don't understand why it's being spoken about.
Because I had nothing fucking else to talk about, and that was the first thing that came to mind. Don't ask me why it was goblins, but that was the first thing I thought of.
No, Zach, I'll tell you why. It's because it's Goblin time. Okay.
It's always goblins.
Goblin time is every time. Anyway.
We can do my idea. New Beefcast, bit of the day. Weaver, what's your favorite African country?
Oh, it's got to be Botswana for sure.
Yeah, cool. Brandon?
Oh, okay. I thought you were just ending with Weaver. I think Kenya. They've actually got like a very healthy tourism industry, which I learned in 11th grade when I did a research project on Kenya. But yeah, no, they actually get a lot of tourists, and I don't know, it looks pretty neat. Some of the stuff there that I saw while researching looked kind of cool. I would like to maybe go visit sometime.
Dig. My answer for the big funny laugh will be Djibouti. But my real answer...
It's
Thank you.
funny because it sounds like booty, which is the butt. That's why the joke is funny, in case you didn't know.
Now we're teaching science. But no, my real answer is Ivory Coast because it sounds like it shouldn't be a real place.
It sounds like a fucking location in Skyrim. To be honest.
Don't they have
true.
Gold Coast too? Oh, that is Cyrodiil. Whoops.
Oh, yeah, okay.
No,
that one is Elder Scrolls.
And that's a bit complete. We're done talking about this.
We're done with the episode, I think, because this is a mess, and I don't know why anybody would listen to any of this.
Can you cut that part? Just throw it in the front and have that be the intro for the episode.
I don't know. I between that and the fucking Drake and Josh / iCarly intro, I've got a couple good intros here.
True. In closing, I would just like to say this episode would be better and time would have been more effectively used if we had foreign people talking, but, Troy. So.
Yeah, because then, we could maybe stick to the topic more.
That's true. Troy was too busy being a filthy mid.
Stop!
I'm just going to bleep it. I'm just going to censor it. That's... Say it as many fucking times as you want. I'll just bleep it every time.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Just apologize, and that's the end.
Yeah, I want a formal apology.
I'm sorry. Troy's being a stinky.
And cut.
Okay. Anyway, outro time. Thanks for listening. I'm sorry. This was an interesting one. Goblin time is an interesting time for all of us. I think the problem is we're recording so late. We need to do this earlier today.
That was my fault.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, someone had to have dinner.
Don't let it fucking happen again.
It was Cheesecake Factory, and
Don't have to miss out on Goblin time, so,
Yeah.
postpone until later.
It had to be pushed back.
Brandon, can I do the outro for this episode?
You sure can, baby.
Okay, so that was another great episode of the Beefcast. Thank you all for listening. Go watch Brandon's summer update video if you want to know what the channel's going to be up to. Hit up Gifted Llama for Weaver's videos on YouTube. Me, Zach, I do nothing. I'm sorry. And that would be my closing if I didn't also need to say that this has been Zach Regan, and I hate goblins.
You fucking racist.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.